All right, Brandon, so the Saints do get the win. They're now tied atop the division at 3-2. That despite what happened with Michael Thomas. So how should Saints fans be feeling this morning?
Well, first of all, Nick, I promise you, when we get back in studio and you're within 6 feet, I will never punch you. I may, nudge you, but I will never punch you. I can promise you that. Wilds, I can't promise you that, Wilds. I can't.
Oh, that's a bad beat for Kevin. It's a bad beat for Kevin. I was going to say I can make none of those promises to anyone on the show, but it's good to know that that's how Brandon feels. Good, okay.
Right. Well, Jenna, look, the Saints fans should feel extremely good right now. It's hard to get a win in the National Football League. They beat a really good team with a bad record, so they should be great. They should feel great right now. Another thing they should feel really good about is Drew Brees doing something that we haven't seen him do in a very long time. He got another wide receiver involved outside of Michael Thomas. Think about this, and here's a graph for you guys. Since 2017, there's only been a handful of receivers that's gone over 100 yards in a game. Ted Ginn Jr. and Traquan Smith. And Traquan Smith, I was there when he did that. He did it 2 games back-to-back last year. So I saw him do that. And after that, we couldn't even get him involved. So hats off to Drew Brees. I've been saying it all year. Their #1 challenge, their biggest problem, the only thing that can take them down is their lack of ability to get the ball to other receivers. No Mike Thomas. Insert Emmanuel Sanders. First couple weeks, you can't get him involved. They don't throw it to him. He's uncomfortable throwing to other guys. And last night, it was like, you know what? Let me let this thing rip. We're down. What do I have to lose? They're going to crush me tomorrow morning if we lose this game. So let me let it rip. And Emmanuel Sanders looked amazing. He had a great burst off the line of scrimmage. His speed was there. Running routes. Oh, he looked like the Emmanuel Sanders from the Pittsburgh Steelers days. So this is why they won the game, because Drew Brees finally let it rip.
So, it's funny you referenced there at the end, Brandon, the Pittsburgh Steelers, because the only people this morning who maybe should be more nervous than Saints fans, I think, are Steeler fans, your hometown team. Because you look around the landscape of the league, and these old quarterbacks are looking shaky at best. Phillip Rivers, I think, just threw another interception this morning. Tom Brady doesn't know what down it is. Drew Brees, while he rallied late, Drew Brees did not look good yesterday. And then there's Big Ben, who's played solid this year for an undefeated team, but you have to wonder if he's next on this list. So I'm with you that it was good to see Emmanuel Sanders get involved. To see that when Michael Thomas comes back, you would hope the Saints would have a legitimate 1-2 punch at wide receiver instead of it just being Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara with a little Jared Cook mixed in. But this team will go as Drew Brees takes them. And I watched a quarterback last night, Brandon, that did not look like he had much left in the tank. A quarterback that early in a season looked like how he's looked late in seasons the last few years. And if I'm New Orleans, that is greatly, greatly concerning to me, Wilds, that we have continued to go all in on the end of the Drew Brees prime. And what they might be realizing is the Drew Brees prime has been over. And this team without a great quarterback isn't good enough. And I don't know that they've got a great in fact, I know they don't have a great quarterback anymore.
No. What about the game-saving drive from the other great quarterback, Taysom Hill? Nick, you got to love this Taysom Hill play. I don't know where we shake out on this. It's Brandon, before you got on the show, it was our part-time hobby of Nick's to just bash Taysom Hill. So here's great Taysom Hill. Then earlier in the game, we had kind of like mediocre Taysom Hill. So, Brandon, where do you stand on the way the Saints use Taysom Hill? I kind of dislike it, and then I watch it work, and I'm like, I kind of like it. I'm torn. Natalie and Bruglia reference early in the morning.
Yeah, I love it. Here's 3. Yep, we'll have more of those.
Here's the thing about Taysom Hill. and a lot of people don't understand this, he's a matchup nightmare. You don't know what he's going to do. Is he going to catch the ball? Is he going to throw the ball? Is he going to run the ball? He also does trick plays on special teams. We can validate his compensation, his salary, just off of what he does on special teams alone. I know a lot of people, they don't feel comfortable taking out Drew Brees and inserting Taysom Hill, but you got to think about what that does to the defensive coaches and players leading up to the game. You have to focus on the formations and the different player personnel groups that the Saints throw at you, and you also got to focus on Taysom Hill. Think about this. We cheer on and applaud the Philadelphia Eagles for running a trick play, the Philly special in the Super Bowl, a play that they worked on all year. We also cheer on the New England Patriots when they run their trick plays and like, hey, we were working on this in preseason, but they don't roll it out until the playoffs or the Super Bowl. So this is chess. When you have Taysom Hill, coach is looking at how can I run this play today that can set up something tomorrow that gives us the advantage. So that's the thing that Taysom Hill brings to the table. But it is awkward at times when they put him in there and it doesn't work, Nick.
Hold on.
Yeah,
okay, all right. A few things. Okay, Brandon, you mentioned he validates his compensation with what he does in special teams alone. That maybe used to be true.
Yep.
But he's on the books for $16 million next year. That's first of all. Second of all,
that's right.
What they did with him at the goal line is exactly how he should be.
Well, let's say 3 for 21. Let's say 3 for 21.
Okay.
I love how you play with the numbers like he's getting
No,
paid
I didn't
16
play with the
million.
numbers. That's what.
Okay.
Okay,
3
for next
21.
year, he's $16 million. Right now, he might still be a bargain, but that bill's coming due. But very quickly, at the goal line, I got no problem with you bringing in a dual threat option. But in every other aspect of their offense, he does nothing for them. Jenna, Brandin can say you don't know what he's going to do, but I can tell you what he's not going to do. Complete a pass. He's not going to take the ball, throw it, and have someone catch it. So he might do a lot of other things, but what he's not going to do is complete a pass down the field.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.